Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I am bringing to you today a new mini album using the Graphic 45 collection, Curiouser and Curiouser. Obviously, it is an Alice in Wonderland collection. This mini album measures 8.5 by 7.5, and it's got a 2.5-inch spine. And if you're interested in a tutorial, I'll tell you about it as I go through. Let me tell you a little bit about the cover. We've got a couple of layers, easy to do. I did use different than what is on the cover plate of the album. And I'm sorry, this is still in the plastic because I have another collection to work with. This is what is on the cover page. Uh, it's got the writing here. I just sort of manipulated things around a little bit, and here is where I have the title. We have lots of layers on the front, and I will show you what is inside. This is 6 pages. And lots of room for photos. I have over 25 4.25 by 6.25 photo mats, but there's room for other photos in other places. So we open up with Alice, who's popped up on dimensions. We've got a little journaling card there. And then here's the first of our 4.25 by 6.25 mat, and here's another one. Now, of course, these are open. Now, this does get hidden if you put a photo there, but you're going to have so much going on you won't notice. These are done with the rub-ons. Our next page, which coordinates nicely with that one, has another Alice popped up, and we have a little booklet that has room for a couple more photos. So this is not one of the ones I counted in the 4.25 by 6.25, so there's more room for photos if you crop them down. This will also open up like that, giving you room for a couple more photos. We have Alice, who is not glued down, so you could stick a photo in here, but that is a rub-on, and that would get covered. But again, that's okay. There's so much room. So there's room to put a photo there, but again, that didn't count in the total count, and room here for a 4.5 by 4.5 photo, or room there to journal. This will further open like that. More of those gorgeous rub-ons. And here is the queen, which is open to give you room to put your photos. That'll close like that, and that'll close like that. On the back of page 1, we've got this, which will open up like that. Room here to put a journal, write something down or tape it down or just leave it the way it is. Room to put a photo, that of course is open. Another spot for journaling, and another spot for your photo. There was a lot of paper piecing done, but it was fun. I mean, look at the colors of the collection. Who would have thought that this would all go together with the red and white that you would normally see in Alice's cards and things like that. So I have a spot here. This actually is open, so you could put a small photo there if you wanted to, or you could leave it that way. So this will open here again, giving you room to put a photo, but not counted in the photo mat. I think all told, you could easily put 50 photos here. For instance, this spot, you could put a picture. I'm going to grab a white spot. This, of course, is open. So if you put a photo there, it would look gorgeous. But this will open like that. That is open. And room here for 4 by 4 photos. And a couple of little tidbits put in a little tuck spot there just to add a little more interactiveness into the album. So we have the Mad Hatter here with a really nice grouping of different elements, and this will open like that. He is still star of the show there. And a couple more spots for some portrait photos. There's a journaling card here if you wish to write something at that point. let's open up and see what we have here. So again, you could add a photo here, but there is room for a photo. This is not quite 4¼ by 6¼ It's a little bit short, but a lot of times you have a photo that has a lot of wall space or ceiling or sky that you don't mind cutting it down. And here is the next page spread. Obviously, we're going with some black and white with touches of red. In this pocket, there is a small folder with room to put a couple of pictures. We've got the flamingo here. Now this piece will open up like that. And there is room for your picture there and room picture here. Now this was part of the rub-ons, and I just loved it so much that I put it there. I just thought it was whimsical and sort of went along with the theme of the flamingos. This page opens like this. These two photo mats I left open on one side so you could use it to add more photos. I didn't put photo mats because I didn't want this to get too thick. This also is open so you could put something in there as well. Here we've got the Queen of Hearts looking at Alice, lots of paper piecing. This is one of the chipboard elements with a couple of brads. And this will open like that with room for your pictures. Here I use the stamps that were on one of the pages and also with the ephemera as embellishments for the page. So this page is done using these black and white pages. One side was the roses, the other side was like lilacs or hydrangeas, something like that. So they're duplicate pages. It opens like that with a side loading pocket. Obviously you've got the accent of the gold. And then it further opens like this with some rub-ons. And this page, same thing, it's got the side loading pocket, and we've got some rub-ons there. We've got Tweedledum and Tweedledee. This will open this way, giving you room to put a photo. You also could put one there. This has popped up several layers, so you could slide a picture in underneath here to go in the oval. That will open like that, leaving you room to slip a photo in underneath that. And then our final page has some of the items from the ephemera kit, or rabbit looking at his clock, and this will open like that, giving you room to put a photo on this page. You also could put one back here or use that for journaling. And finally, on the back inside cover, we've got a library style closure. This will open, giving you room to put lots of things. I always like to do a big pocket in the back because that will give you room to put everything else that did not fit in the album or was a little more dimensional than what you would wanted, or maybe like napkins or tickets or whatever to remind you of the event. There is our back cover. Our spine is very simple, and there we are back to the front cover. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this. If you're interested in a tutorial, there will be one. It will be on a playlist. So there are 12 or 13 separate videos. One on how to do the cover, one on how to add the pages, one on the back of this page, then this, then the next one will be these two pages, so you get the idea. I also included, if you are not familiar or not comfortable with making a hinge, I've also done a tutorial on how to use L pages. So it's just scoring the pages and adding them onto the inside spine. If, as I said, if you're not comfortable with making a hinge or just want to do without it in this case. So lots of options. I hope you will follow along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know if this is something that you think you'll do. I also did this album previously using the Well-Groomed collection from Graphic 45. I'll link that so you can see what it looks like with a different collection. So thank you again for watching. Have a fabulous day.